Egypt's first free presidential elections is seen as a momentous sequel to the popular revolt that toppled Mubarak 15 months ago, with half of Egypt's 50 million eligible voters casting their ballots. While most votes counted, early indicators point to a runoff between the Muslim Brotherhood's candidate Mohamed Morsi and ousted leader Hosni Mubarak's last Prime Minister Ahmed Shafik. Official results are only due on Tuesday, and the runoff is planned for June 16 and 17. The election has split Egyptians between those who oppose an effective return to the Mubarak era and those who fear an Islamist monopoly of ruling institutions. However, Morsi's strong showing demonstrates that the Muslim Brotherhood's significant electoral power after sweeping the parliamentary elections earlier this year. But for now, Egyptians will have to wait until next week for the official results to be announced.
One of the candidates, Mohamed Morsi, seen here on the left of your screen. He is the candidate of the powerful Islamist Muslim Brotherhood. Ahmed Shafik is supposedly the other top vote getter, as far as anyone can tell by the count so far. The former Air Force commander was Hosni Mubarak's last prime minister.
The razzmatazz, half electoral campaign, half circus, harks back to a different era in Egyptian politics. Perhaps because Hosni Mubarak's last prime minister, Ahmed Shafik, is the establishment candidate of an establishment many Egyptians thought they toppled in a revolution early last year. Shafik was called the dark horse of the race, but now he's come in second, right after the Muslim Brotherhood's Mohamed Morsi. The two will now face off in the second and final round of the race next month. With the economy at a standstill, unemployment on the rise and worries about rising crime, former Egyptian Air Force Commander Shafik seems to some like the right man to discipline an unruly nation. Ahmed Shafik is a military man, says store owner Yusri al-Sheikh. He understands politics and the affairs of state at home and abroad. The Muslim Brotherhood doesn't know anything. All they want is power. And a Muslim Brotherhood that already dominates parliament and could soon also hold the presidency alarms liberals, middle-of-the-road Muslims, and Egypt's Coptic Christian minority.
For Egyptians tired of instability and street fighting, Ahmed Shafik is the ideal candidate. For his critics, however, he is the ultimate fulul. That's Egyptian for remnant of the old regime.
But a choice between the conservative Brotherhood and a remake of the Mubarak regime is no choice at all for those who struggled for years for real change.
Morsi winning a spot in the runoff was a surprise. Everyone was expecting it to be the other moderate candidate, Abdelmonem Abdel Fattah. But only Morsi was supported by the Muslim Brotherhood bloc, unlike Abdel Fattah,
a scenario Egypt's liberal and secularist activists say will change the identity of the country.
I support Morsi, of course, and also because we do not want to return to the time of the old regime, to Mubarak's time, and to the time of rule by the state security forces. Because Shafik said honestly that there will be no protests from now on, and said many things that go against the will of the people. So we want something new, we want a new country.
Honestly, I didn't want Morsi to win in the first round. I wanted it to be Shafik, so that the power was spread out, so that the total authority is not just with one party, not just in the hands of the Muslim Brotherhood. The Brotherhood are not good. I voted for them in the parliamentary elections, but there needs to be variety. And Shafik is good, and has done a lot for the country.
Whoever the president will be, he'll have a long list of demands. High on that list are security and the economy. But as the constitution has not yet been written, he'll first need to know what actual powers he'll be able to exercise in Egypt.